All right, guys. All right, it's another day. Went ahead. This is the tool that I ordered from Amazon. This is the injector puller tool here. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit here. So this is the injector puller tool. So I ordered it. You can see the mouthpiece. It has a little place where it grabs, and then you slide this close, and that's gonna grab the head of the injector, and it's going to, and then use this slide hammer to get it off. So that's what you got to do. So I'm going to pull this one out, and I'm going to show you where you grab it. Okay. Put this, and just the top part, make sure it's open properly. This one wasn't open. Now it's open. Once it's on the right spot, it will be able to slide this stuff down, and then you hold it straight and use some might be harder than this. A few days ago I sprayed this with a WD-40, and it's been soaking for a few days now. So it might be, yours might be harder if you're doing it the same day. You're trying to pull it out the same day. I soaked it a little bit. So this is where you grab it, right here. Not down here, not over here, but right here at the edge. That's where you have to grab it, and it was just slide it. You see how easily it came in if you soak it. If you haven't soaked it, it still will come out, but it might be harder. So just to let you know. Comes right out. See where it grabs it? You see? This is where it needs to grab it. So let's open it up. You can see it right there. You see, that's the spot where it grabs it at, okay? Just to let you know. So when you're putting it on, just so your mind is correct, so you don't grab it out of the wrong place, okay? I lubricate, put some clean engine oil at this O-ring here, and then I reinstall this into the exact position it came out in the cylinder on this fuel rail. This fuel rail goes in this way in that engine. So this is the back cylinder, so we're not gonna have a problem locating where this goes, because when I install it, I'm gonna install it as a unit. I'm not gonna install it one at a time. Once I put this clip back, I'm gonna install everything together, okay? So this is our right side, and I'm gonna go ahead and mark it so I know this is the right side. All right, time to remove the valve cover. There you go. Just inspecting the cams loop, the cam loops. It seem a little, you know, not bad, but you do have some wear and tear, but nothing too ridiculous. Look at that chain, man. Y'all see that? Look at how loose that chain is. Should be way more tighter than that. About to remove the timing. First thing first, I already turned this engine to top dead center. Compression stroke. So right, starting our timing. That is the crankshaft pulley you are looking at. So what I'm trying to do now is put this keyway to 6 o'clock position. You see that keyway right there? That needs to be at 6 o'clock. Get some of these hoses out of my way. Son of a bitch spilled water on me. Alright. So we're gonna turn it. Get it to 6 o'clock. Okay, looks like that is 6 o'clock. It's pointing straight down. Over here, I already took out the what you call it, the crankshaft sensor. So we come here, we get these two. I'm going to need the crankshaft sensor bolt. So I'm going to use the same bolts the crankshaft used. So we're going to try and see if this fits in. It's supposed to fit in flush if it's lined up. And it's not going all the way in. That means it's not all the way. I'm gonna turn it some more. But surely might just be a hairline off. So we don't want to turn it too much. Keep one hand here and one hand to turn it. See when we're gonna go in. All right, guys, so we got the spot. Check it out. You can see that my crankshaft reluctant wheel position sensor tool is sliding all the way, and I'm using the crankshaft pulley, crankshaft sensor bolts to tighten it down. So this is what it should be. It should be all the way in. I've all the way tightened it down using my hand. It's kind of a little bit hard. No need to tighten it all the way. So there you go. Gonna tell us that we are exactly where we need to be in the timing position. So that's all. Now we're going to go to the top to put the tool in the back of the camshafts. Okay, we have this special tool here that we need to be installed back here. Okay, this part that protrudes outwards is going to slide in a groove back here. It's a groove opening back here that this is going to slide into, and then you're going to use this to tighten it down, and that will keep it in place. That's the science behind this. So and you can see this part is different level. This one is a little bit shallower than this. That's because back here is a bit uneven. It's lower here than it's up here. So that's why you have this thread over here. So they're not even at all. So let's go ahead and attempt to install. Okay guys, I want to show you guys what fails in this this vehicle, this Range Rover 5.0. You see that? That is a piece of the guide. It has slid it down all the way down. So over here is nothing but metal showing, just metal. And so on this side here, you can see pieces of the guide has left the actual guide. The plastic part has slid it up over here. You can actually use your my hand to take it off. And it got a piece laying right here. Just when everyone thought that happy days were here to stay for the Chima's family, something very sad happened. So it got one stuck by the bolt here. So these are the things that fail. So you can see this part of the chain is all the way off. And that's and before I even tighten this chain here was popped up. It wasn't even in the gear over here. It was actually popped up. I had to slide it in, and it had a lot of slack. It's not moving much because I got the tool back there. But before that, I can pull this and I can actually pick this chain up and move it to the next teeth. That's how loose it was. So yeah, it was really bad. Good thing it didn't slip off entirely. So, but next thing now, I'm gonna start on the left side. I mean, on the passenger side. Well, if I'm standing in front here, it's my left side. But I'm gonna start from here, removing it. We're gonna start with the timing tensioner. We're gonna start with the tensioner, and we're gonna move to the guide. Then we're gonna move to that guide in there, and take all this off. Then we're gonna move to this side, starting from the tensioner to that guide to this guide, and that's how we're going to take it off. All right, guys. It's hard. I would hold it and take it off, but it's hard. It's just me. I can't hold this camera, this phone while I'm taking it off. So just giving you guys a rundown how to do this. All right. Thank you. All right, guys. So here we are. So there's something that a lot of these guys that have been doing this job that I noticed has never mentioned. And that is, when doing this, when you put this in position, you're going to have a problem sliding out the chain from here. I had a biggest headache. So I would recommend removing this sprocket here when you are changing. You might not have to remove this one, but this one is very narrow and you can barely get a chain through there. And the same thing on this side here. It's a very tight spot. You can't slide a chain. Almost, this one was almost impossible. You know, I hope I didn't damage this thing while I was trying to get it off. So I would recommend taking this off before install the chain together with this sprocket here, this phaser. So right now, before I start installing the chain, what I want to do is go ahead and clean off these surfaces now that I don't have the new chain in here. I don't want to have the new chain then start cleaning this thing. So it's best you clean it now. And so when you install the new chain, everything is nice and neat. Okay, so I use this type of razor blade, kind of scrape this off. I don't want to use my grinder type. It's gonna spray this thing everywhere, and I don't want it particles in the engine. So I prefer doing it like this, and that way it falls on the outside. And just kind of watch it while you take it off. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna do that and do that bottom side and this side, and then we're gonna start installing the chain. All right. All right. We got all my component that I need. So we're about to go into the timing mode. You can see I went ahead and cleaned off all the surfaces. Okay, got it nice and clean. So we're gonna start with these two guides, installing them now. Those are the bottom guys where the chain is gonna line up. Each chain needs to line up to as a mark right there. Okay, and this one also should be right there. We can see it. So that's what we're about to do.